Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our first Wellness Wednesday of 2026. Super excited for everybody to be here, and I'm going to introduce myself here in just a second, but I'm going to share my screen super fast so that we can dive into our presentation. So here we go. What is this saying? Hello. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Do you want to just share my screen, Michelle?
Yep. Can we do that?
Yeah.
That would be lovely. I'm going to make you the host.
No idea what's going on the back end of my computer, so please forgive me as I.
I just made you the host.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Guys, anybody can do Arbonne.
Anyone can do Arbonne. I think that's the beginning, right?
I can't see anything.
Yep, we're at the beginning.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to tell me to flip.
Oh wait, you
Like,
can see my screen now? Or are you on
mm,
yours? We just can't
I'm
see.
in mine.
Okay, yeah, we just can't see it. That's all.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. I
Okay.
can do something. Oh my gosh, my cat's intruded. Share screen. We've done this like 3 times in the past week, which is baller. Start broadcast. Okay, now you should be able to see my screen.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, amazing. Boom, we're good.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, I want to know if I can. I think that's okay. Are you guys okay with that? Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
fine.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Kylie. So basically, for those of you who might not know who we are, my name is Michelle Hawley, and I'm joined tonight by my dear friend and teammate, Kylie Wolfel, and we are going to share with you a little bit about all things Arbonne this evening. If this is your first exposure to Arbonne, welcome. And if you're a seasoned vet, we are so happy that you're here. I'm going to share a little bit just about my backstory. But first, I just want to say that you guys give us life. And Kylie, you can go to the next slide. Um, and just thank you guys for being here. I know that, it's a Wednesday night and we all have lives, and our lives are normally very full and busy and all of the things. So just know that we really appreciate your time. And if you're watching the recording or the replay of this, just know that we really appreciate you being here. So I have personally been with Arbonne now for almost 6 years, which is absolutely insane and feels like such a blessing. Arbonne kind of fell into my lap in a way that I did not see coming, in a way that I never ever expected. Um, I had a very warped and narrow mindset surrounding network marketing for a long time. And when I was in my early 20s, I was recently engaged and had recently moved out to California after growing up in Vermont my whole life. I had recently graduated with my degree. I studied exercise science, nutrition, and psych in school, and thought that that gave me just this green light badge of honor, permission slip, whatever you want to call it, to be this wellness guru who knew everything that there was to know about healthy living, when that could not have been farther from the truth. So Arbonne was introduced to me January of 2019. And when it came onto my radar, it was a good friend at the time who said, "Hey, you love health and wellness. You love to help women with their health and wellness." I'd actually just started a small online health and wellness business for women in particular, and was personal training on the side to bring in some income. And I very much so was feeling super stressed about finances 24/7 and trying to navigate adult life and all of the things. So when my friend approached me about Arbonne, and she's like, "You really could, like, you could be really good at this and you could use it and share these products." And I was like, "I'm not going to be part of your little thing. I'm not going to do one of those things. I'm not going to be that girl." All of those things. And my biggest fear and hesitation, deeply rooted, was I was worried about what people were going to think of me if I leaned into Arbonne, because I had been so vocal about being anti-network marketing. I'd had a bad past experience with a completely different company that put a bad taste in my mouth about all things um, Arbonne related or network marketing related. And I truly just was like, I can't be a part of something that makes me feel a certain way. When little did I know that Arbonne was truly set apart. I lumped it into the category of all network marketing companies. There are thousands of them out there, and I didn't realize at the time that it was a very ignorant mindset to think that all companies were built the exact same way. And so I ended up getting my hands on some of the products. The friend who introduced me to them kind of, I don't want to say she forced me to try some, but she basically came to visit me. She gave me a ton of samples, and she was like, "I'm just here for a week, so just try these products. And if you hate them, I'll never talk to you about Arbonne again. But if you love them, then I really want you to consider joining my team." So I tried the products and I fell in love with the products. If you have tried our products, then you know and you understand. And we're going to talk about those ingredients in just a second. I learned about the company and what sets us apart, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. And for about 10 months, I was a product user and lover. Until a big, huge shift in my life happened in March of 2020, as it did for a lot of us. And I went through some pretty significant life changes and realized that life was way too short to be settling for anything less than what I dreamt of. And so April 1st of 2020, I decided that I was going to go all in on the business side of Arbonne. And we always say you can go to earnings.arbonne.com to see what's typical. But my team and I rose up to the third out of four levels relatively fast. And then over the course of 4 years, rose up to now the very top level of the company, the top 1%. And life has just completely taken a path that I always hoped for and always prayed for, but I didn't have the vehicle to get me there. And Arbonne has been an answered prayer in so many ways. And so I want to take you back to actually before I was alive, which was the year 1980. Kylie can go to the next one, please, and share a little bit with you about our humble beginnings and our company's founder. So the man on the screen right here, his name is Petter Mork. He is a man from Norway who actually had this grand vision for a clean standard of beauty and wellness products for women everywhere. And he very much so, if you think about the year of 1980, when, you know, people were still smoking with their windows rolled up in their cars and slapping all sorts of hairspray and stuff on their skin and on their scalp. He really had this kind of groundbreaking vision and idea for the future. And so he founded Arbonne, came over to the US, founded Arbonne with the mission to empower people to flourish through sustainable, healthy living. And the main focus with all of our products is that they're pure, safe, and beneficial. So when it comes to Arbonne and how long we've been around, this actually slide needs to be updated because on January 26th, we will be turning 46 years old. And we are a certified B Corporation, which means that we are up there with philanthropic brands like Patagonia, Ben and Jerry's, Cabot Cheese. I'm just thinking of like some New England brands, for example. And we really prioritize planet and people over profit. So that's something that I love to highlight about Arbonne is that our reputation is so strong and so high, and we just are able to maintain and sustain this B Corp certification because we put so much time and diligence into everything that we have to offer, from our products to our business to our community and our support. So the next thing that I want to talk about is our ingredient policy, because that is something that definitely sets us apart in terms of our standards. And all of our standards are based off from the European Union. So everything is certified vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, cruelty-free, kosher, pH corrected and hypoallergenic, and so much more. All of our products are co-developed with experts and everything is third-party tested. We primarily focus on nutrition and skincare, but we do have products across so many different categories, including makeup and baby care. We have men's care and all sorts of different opportunities and options for people, whether whatever their nutrition or skincare goals are, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But something that I really believe sets our company apart is how rooted we are in making sure that we are service minded and knowing that we don't want anybody to feel binded to what they are using or what they purchase. So we have a 90-day money back guarantee as well. So if you try products and they are not the flavor you wanted, or you need to make a shift, or you want to try something different, you have a 90-day option to actually either exchange or get a full refund for your products too. And that just truly shows how rooted we are and ensuring that everybody here is satisfied as a customer. So next up, we're just going to dive into a little bit about our products and start by talking about how all of our bodily processes are super interlinked and interconnected. And so everything is connected from our gut to our brain to our skin, our reproductive systems, our cardiovascular systems, our musculoskeletal systems, everything works so synergistically in our bodies. And that is something that Arbonne knows and loves and preaches. And so that is a big reason why everything undergoes so much testing, because Arbonne wants to make sure that we are truly serving our body, mind, and soul from the inside out. And what we put on our bodies, what we put in our bodies really matters. So let's talk about our skin first for a second, because our skin is truly it is the largest organ in our entire body. And on top of that, it is our largest detoxifying organ. So when we think about detox organs in our body, at least my mind immediately goes to like the liver and the kidneys, which are so vital and so important. But our skin is really that first barrier of defense for our bodies. And it's also a gateway to our bloodstream. So it only takes about 10 to 36 seconds for what we put on our skin to absorb into our bloodstream. So all of that said, when it comes to our skincare products, and we actually have some really exciting things that are coming down the pipeline in the realm of our skincare, Arbonne puts so much time and diligence into developing the absolute best of the best for our skincare and making sure that we have, yes, some amazing skincare lines like our Derm Results Advanced that you see on the screen here that can serve a wide array of people with a wide array of different skin types. But on top of that, we also have a lot of customizable options as well for people, because everybody's skin is so incredibly different. The number one thing, though, about all of our skincare products is that they are results oriented and clinically proven to ensure that you're getting the results that you're seeing and that you're seeking. And so the next thing that we kind of dive into is how our gut also very much so affects our skin. And when it comes to our gut health in general, oh, these are some amazing before and afters of some of our skincare testimonials. This is just skincare alone too, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then we do talk a lot about how healthy skin truly starts from within and with our gut health. So when we think about the mind, body, skin connection focus, it really does stem from our gut. And our skin can be a huge green flag, red flag, yellow flag, whatever you want to call it, to be an indicator of something that could be going on deeper in the body. So the first nutrition product, when somebody asks me, like, where do I begin with Arbonne Nutrition? At the very, very bare bones least, I introduce them to the Green Synergy, because people will ask me, what does it do? And I say, what doesn't it do? The first thing about it that relates to the skin is that it has a vegan collagen builder in it. So it helps to boost the health of the hair, skin, and nails. And it also, on top of that, is packed full of so many nutrients. So it has a full serving of all your daily reds, greens, yellows, and blues. And then on top of that, has prebiotics, probiotics, live digestive enzymes, all of which are going to help to reduce bloat and inflammation throughout the body, which also has an amazing effect on the skin as well. But really, like I was talking about before, helps to synergistically support all of those different bodily processes. So many people, when we're setting goals, especially for the new year, we think a lot about our external appearance. We think a lot about physical changes that we want to be making. But something like the Green Synergy can actually be a catalyst to help your body really heal from the inside out, and you start to see results that you've always craved and bridge gaps in your wellness that you've always wanted to bridge, simply by making sure that you're getting all of the nutrients that you need every single day. And so if you are questioning whether or not anything that I've shared so far is for you, we're going to dive a little bit more into what our nutrition specifically has to offer. And I want you to look at what we call the whispers that are on the screen in front of you. Because we always say that if you listen to your body when it whispers, you won't have to hear it when it screams. If you have any of these symptoms, I want to tell you that these are super common, but they are not normal, and it does not have to be the norm for you to live with these symptoms, especially chronically. I like to refer to the whispers also as like a check engine light. If you're experiencing things like this on a regular cyclical basis, it's really important to be paying attention. So I think back to the beginning of my journey with the products as well, because I did use the products, like I said, for about a year before I started the business side of things. I was experiencing so many of these things. Like if I were to just go through the list right now, I was experiencing bloating, low energy, especially when I think about how young I was. And this was way before I had kids too. And I had way less energy then than I do now at almost 36 weeks pregnant with my third kid. I had horrible anxiety that I could not get in control. On top of that, lacked concentration, could not focus. I had horrible indigestion, acid reflux. My brain fog was through the roof. I had unreal sugar cravings. Like I still have a sweet tooth, but it's more so out of pleasure and the good taste of the food instead of like my body physically craving it all the time. Mood swings. I was holding onto weight that I just couldn't let go of. I thought it was fat. So much of it was inflammation and really required me getting clear on my gut health first before anything shifted and changed. So I want to just ask you, are you listening to the things that your body is trying to scream at you, or maybe is trying to whisper at you? Or are you kind of just pushing it to the side and shoving it under the rug because maybe you feel like you've been a little more stressed or a little bit more anxious? So I am going to now pass it off to Kylie. She's going to share a little bit and talk about the difference between how we can kickstart a habit or completely change our life with Arbonne and all of the different things that we offer.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and taking the time to share this evening with us. Like Michelle said, I will keep it super brief, but I do want to introduce myself just a little bit. My name is Kylie Wolfel, and I'm a proud independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. And I love getting to share these presentations with folks and hope that you get to have an experience with us tonight that makes you feel seen wherever you are and really valued, because we definitely value you for being here. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story. I actually discovered Arbonne just shy of 6 years ago myself. A friend referred me to Michelle's Instagram page because at the time I was in a place where I was getting done a 5-year career in dental along with many, many side hustles, and always had an entrepreneurial mindset and desire. I was coaching people in the fitness field. I was managing a cycling studio and teaching spin classes. And my friend had referred me to Michelle's page because I really wanted to go solo in the health and wellness space. And I had no idea what I was getting exposed to in such a good way. And so at that time, what my friend wasn't thinking about and what Michelle didn't know about me or even know me in general was I was suffering from a very long bout of IBS. I'm talking like 2 colonoscopies by age 25, if I'm being raw and vulnerable here, and just lived in chronic discomfort and chronically just not well in my body. I also had major anxiety, dealt with sleep issues myself, and I also had been a major yo-yo dieter for most of my young adult life. And so I was exposed to Arbonne through Michelle's Instagram page by her dripping a little bit about the products. And I was that person who I'm a take a leap, figure it out on the way, signed up as a consultant, and then ran away from her for a little bit. And then truly found out what this business could look like for myself and in the long run for my family, and was so intrigued that I got to start the business myself and started sharing with others. And so in the midst of that, Arbonne's products have really helped me heal my gut issues in such tremendous ways. I sometimes even forget the issues that I used to have. And everybody's journey is different. And I'm not making any kind of medical claim, but I did a ton of work. And now these products have carried me through so many workouts and through my lifestyle and a pregnancy journey and now a postpartum journey. And they're just incredible products to have. So I'm going to share a little bit about our nutrition. And so our 30 days to healthy living. So wanting you to really focus on kickstarting a habit or changing your lifestyle, wherever you see this for you, there's options here. So I'm going to talk about our daily products that can just impact our lives in such tremendous ways. So our Green Synergy, which Michelle highlighted on, what doesn't it do? It's our reds, greens, blues, and yellows, our micronutrients to fill in the gaps where we might be missing, pre and probiotic with digestive enzymes, and vitamin C and hyaluronic acid for a collagen builder within the body. So this is like your product that is going in, and it's essentially like when you think about rocky soil, it's hard to plant seeds in rocky soil, but when we have like clean groomed soil and then we're fertilizing it, we have this room for beautiful things to grow. So that kind of product going in and helping us in tremendous ways. It's also helping with your joints, ligaments, gums. It's helping with hair, skin, and nails, and so many things, and really helping us to reduce bloating and feel well. Then we have our Energy Fizz, which was the gateway product for me alongside of our gut health. I was an avid coffee girly, like to the point where I would make myself ill with it, if I'm being honest, because I was on a caffeine roller coaster and I was just like craving the high and the low. And my gut microbiome was so off balance because of the high acidity. When I switched to Fizz, I just noticed that I was just so much more calm. My energy was better. My sleep was impacted. I wasn't dealing with that chronic like gut feeling that just felt so off. And so by switching to 1 to 3 fizz a day, it can really change how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis, and really helps with my anxiousness. And then we have our protein powder as an add-on, and that we consider this our daily essential bundles, also referred to as the Deb, which is our morning bestie. And it is 24 grams of protein, and it has avocado oil, which is going to help you stay satiated, stay full, and it's creamy and rich and smooth. So many protein powders on the market are chalky and gross and just make you feel bloated and yucky, but that's not the vibe here. And then we have our 30 days to healthy living, which is your overhaul. So this is where if you are experiencing any of those things that Michelle was talking about on a couple slides ago, this is the answer to really help get you going in the right direction. So in addition to our Green Synergy and our Energy Fizz, our protein, we have 2 boxes of our Detox Tea, which is a gentle cleansing tea to help go in and cleanse out the liver and kidneys. It's not that tea that's going to have you running to the bathroom. That's not a vibe here. And then you're going to get community support, workouts, lots of things alongside of the 30 days to help you create sustainable habits. So with the vibe here is not yo-yo dieting. It is not counting. It's not restrictive. It is about eating nutrient dense food and then fueling your body with incredible supplements. So in traditional diet culture, it's always like this scarcity mindset. With healthy living, we're helping you to focus on really fueling your body and maintaining a healthy lifestyle that's going to last for more than 30 days. This is going to impact you and really set you on fire to be living well moving forward. These are some amazing before and afters. You may recognize some of these people. Then we have our add-ons. And there are so many things that I can highlight, you all, but one thing I do want to highlight is we have incredible skincare line, incredible makeup, but we also have our Her Core line. And so I haven't used all these products because not all are specific to where I am in life, but I've used the prenatals and I absolutely adore them. We also have a product that is great for perimenopause. We have something that is our cycle support. So if you're someone who experiences cycles that are really just not great, this could be a great option for you. And then we have a women's specific pre and probiotic, which is absolutely incredible. So these might be options for you. Then I lost track of my notes. Then we have our opportunity slide. So this is where if you are considering becoming an independent consultant, this might be something that has your ears ringing and might be a fit for you. So flexibility with your time and schedule, work alongside of your current lifestyle, making extra money where you see it need to be, and starting by sharing products that you love. And there's no auto ships, no auto renewals, which we love, and plenty of opportunities for the business. So asking yourself, what could an extra $200 to $500 do for you by next month? Can it help with the need that you have in your life today? Could it alleviate some of the stress that you have? Could it be making it so you sleep better at night? Thinking about that. And then considering what you're doing today, if you keep doing what you're doing today, what is life going to look like in 3 to 5 years from now? And I literally reflect on 5 years ago, my life, and what it looks like today. So thinking about how much can change in not that long period of time. And then asking yourself, is what you're doing today going to get you to where you want to be? Really having a real conversation with yourself. And then where do you see yourself with this opportunity? So as a consultant, you're going to get 30 to 50, 35 to 50% off products, which is so incredible. It's $69 for this year to become an independent consultant. And then it's only 30, 39 $39 to upgrade my brain. And there's no auto ships, no auto renewals, no monthly minimums that you have to place, which is great. And then you might see yourself as a preferred client if you're not already. This is where you're paying $29 for the year, similar to like a Costco or a Prime membership, where you're getting free shipping and handling on qualifying orders, a free full-size gift with each qualifying order, 20 to 40% off. And just such a great program if you're loving and using the products. And then we're asking you to see yourself if you're already a client, maybe you don't want to be a consultant, or maybe you're just here and you're wanting to support us or support someone who's invited you here. Maybe you want to act as a connector. So a lot of our business is referral based, you all. And beyond that, I want you to think about who in your life could be impacted by this. Who needs this business opportunity? Who is looking for better health? Who is looking for something different in their life? Asking you to refer them to us, or maybe you're willing to host for us. And we have so many options now for hosting. It is just unreal. We can make it fit for whatever you see fit for your lifestyle. And we just so appreciate it. And we often spoil our hosts in tremendous ways. So I'm going to wrap it up by saying thank you so much for spending this time with us. We are here as open books. We love answering questions. We love helping you along this journey. So if you have questions, if you have thoughts and you want to share with us, please feel free to do that. And I am going to pass it back to Michelle if she wants to close with anything else.
I think that you said it all, but so thankful for everybody who came tonight. I will get this recording up and then we'll get that link out so that you can send it to anybody who wasn't able to be here. And we thank you so much again just for being here tonight. And we'll let you go and talk to you all soon. Have a good night.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.